Give us a sense of why this merger is going to work, and indeed how you actually create synergies out of it, and tell me, what it does for the India media landscape.
Thank you very much for having me. And yes, it has been an interesting journey for us over the last 90 days, from moving from a non-binding term sheet to now a definitive agreement. I believe that this is going to be a landmark movement in the media and entertainment landscape for the country and for the South Asian diaspora across the world. We intend to bring the two companies together, forming a formidable media and entertainment enterprise, not just on the linear side, but even on the digital platforms, well poised to compete with the domestic players as well as the international players that are operating in this market.
But you said 90 days. You've had a lot of, I suppose, setbacks, and one step forward, two steps back, that sort of thing. Give us a sense of the challenges that you had to address in getting this merger deal over the line.
I think there were not many challenges from my perspective. I think Sony is a formidable partner. They have recognized the potential of this merger, and we have worked together to make sure that we cross this line within the timeline that we had set back in September. Yes, of course, like in any negotiations, there are ups and downs, but I'm quite pleased with the outcome, and I'm really pleased that Sony has decided to move forward with us on this deal.
The idea is to be more competitive, to scale. What is the strategy post-merger? What will you be focusing on? I mean, there are thoughts out there perhaps that it is sports content.
Well, sports definitely will be one of the key drivers going forward for us. But apart from that, the digital platform, the OTT platform, is going to be the other key driver for the company. And combining both Sony and Zee's content libraries is going to give us the edge to compete with the global platforms and the domestic platforms going forward. So these are the two key distinct strategies that we're going to follow.
So how exactly will you be, I guess, spending that injection of more than $1.5 billion?
Well, I think that is for the new board of the new company to decide. But as I stated, that it's going to really give us the edge on investing on the digital platform, as well as going after really key marquee properties in the sports genre for growth, as well as for gaining market share.
So, Punit, okay, that's really, really very nicely said, because I was just going to ask you, are you interested in bidding for the Indian Premier League, the cricket IPL?
Well, let me not preempt any particular property as such, but I think...
Oh, come on, don't be so reticent.
No, certainly. I mean, there is no reason for us not to look at every premium property that's available out there. And certainly IPL is one of the key properties that is out there. But I would let the new company's board decide which of the properties that they want to go after and which not. But certainly, as the head of the company, I will be putting my recommendations to the board to take it forward.
Absolutely. So there we go. Move it forward. So it's on the table, one would assume here, and I'm just reading between the lines. Okay, so that's something which could be on the table. What properties are definitely on the table that you're looking at?
Well, let me, again, be very, very cautious, because we are on this thing. My point is that we are going to generally look at the entire business from the sports focus as well as from the OTT focus. And that's where we are going to drive the growth for the company going forward. We do expect that we will be a formidable competition to the Indian market and to the South Asian diaspora across the world, and focus on the key aspects of delivering quality content to our customers, which is going to be key to our success in the future.
Punit, prior to the merger, there were governance concerns. Would this merger ease those concerns, you think?
Well, there have been concerns with regard to governance at Zee, but the fact of the matter is that the merger is not only to address those concerns. I think the merger focuses on the future of the entertainment business overall for us. And certainly, yes, for the people that had those concerns, it should certainly address them for them to be sorted out.
Punit, can you comment on the ongoing litigation with Invesco?
There's not much to comment, Jacinda. It is a litigation that's ongoing. We will deal with it in the courts as it happens. But having crossed the merger deadline, I think things should fall into place going forward for the company.
But didn't this just go away really with the signing of this merger? But it probably didn't, and you still got, as you alluded to there just now. But tell me, what is really exciting you about this new entity and what you're going to bring to the table?
I think what is most exciting for me is that the entire diaspora that we are addressing today through the genres and this expanse of the content offering that we are going to be presenting just opens up a huge landscape of the addressable market, which as Zee alone we were not doing. And that's really exciting for me because that's something new for me. And as you know, we sold the sports business to Sony about 5 years back, and it comes back home into the fold again. And it's going to be really exciting in the digital era how to monetize and to expand the business further.
Punit, before we let you go, just one final question. How will this merged entity look like in the next 12 to 24 months?
Well, in terms of revenue, we are going to be closer to a $2 billion revenue mark. In terms of profitability, we both are very profitable in our own virtue, but combined, the synergies would be anywhere between 6 to 10% of synergies that we want to derive from this merger, and that will all flow to the bottom line. So we will be a highly profitable company going forward.